Hi, I'm Kelly from Jewellery. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these cute little earrings. They're the perfect Christmassy gift and they're nice and simple and easy to make. So I've put a list in the description below of everything you'll need to make these, along with all my usual links. We've got Etsy and Facebook and Instagram, and I think that's everything. To make these earrings you'll need 0.8mm wire, which is 20 gauge, and I've got two lengths at 7 inches, which is 18 centimetres, and two lengths at 4 inches, which is 10 centimetres. Today I'm using two little heart beads. Mine are 12mm. These are little lampwork beads, so any sort of small bead, you could use a circular bead if you want to, but you need a hole from the top to the bottom. I've got two little cubic zirconias. You can use flat backed stones if you don't have. These are the pointy back ones, hard to keep hold of. So yeah, cubic zirconias, mine are 5mm. Again, you can use any size you like, really. You can do anything you want with these. They're totally versatile. Tools, I've got my pliers, round nose pliers and cutters, and you will need a second pair of pliers for just attaching like the ear wires at the end. So let's start with our little stone dangles, just to get them out the way. I've done this before on a couple of videos, I think, so we'll just go over it again quickly on this one. So take your shorter length of wire and your little stone. If you're using a pointy one, hold it with the flat side against your finger. And then position the middle of the wire against the stone. And we're going to hold that there. And then bend the wires around the stone. You've got to pull it quite tightly around the stone as you go, and we're going to hold it together just with twists of the wire. So if I move my thumb to show you, as long as it doesn't escape, I'm just wrapping around the stone. So you've got to really pinch it down and wrap that wire around. Gracie's snoring already. So what I'm doing is I'm holding the stone and I'm wrapping around very slowly, a bit at a time, the back of the stone. So when we've got that trapped like that, we're going to move to the front. So we'll turn it over. So now hold it down. We're going to bring this wire around. I'm using some offcuts of wire that I found in the drawer, and it's a bit stiff to work with. I can't remember where I got this wire from, but it is really tough. It's definitely sterling. So we just want to put like a circle shape, pushing it over a bit, around the front of the stone there. I'm losing my shape a bit there. So we've got it trapped at the back, and now we've got it trapped at the front, and that's all you've got to do. And I've made that look easy. That doesn't always work that well. That worked really well. So you want to take your time wrapping around this stone. I'm going to fiddle with this a bit until I'm happy with that shape there. The wires have to hold the stone, so if you're not happy with your wires, you must keep adjusting it until you are. We need to finish with both the wires sticking up at the same angle. So I need to bring my wires round a bit more. And you don't want to go round too many times, because you'll end up, if you've got too many wraps going around it, it ends up looking a bit thick. So I've got both my wires coming out the top. So all I've done is just gently gone around a little bit on the front and the back until both the wires are coming up at the top there. So you can see how it holds the stone at the back and at the front. So if your stones are flat back, you just do what I've done on the front there. So when you're first holding it down, you wrap around the stone, and then you bring it over the stone and you wrap a circle around the back. Then you turn it over and you wrap a circle around the front. I mean like a loop. So of course we finish them off differently depending on what I'm going to use it for. So I'm going to use it as a dangle bead this time. So I'm just going to bring this one over a little bit more. And then I'm going to send the front wire to the back. So I'm gripping it there. And I'm just bending it straight over to the back. And then I'm holding the stone and the wires so that I don't misshape. If you misshape your wires, your stone could boing out. But you probably won't get this the first time. So if you make a few, I'm expecting it to just boing out. The problem is when they come out, you can never find them. So once you've wrapped around your wire, we can cut that off. And flatten that down, squeeze it around the wire. So then you just need to shape your other wire. Now these earrings that I'm making, this needs to go through, I want them to sit this way, so my loop needs to go from front to back. Normally I'd just bend this wire over now and do a nice little loop at the front, but I don't want to have to add an extra jumping to the bottom of these ear wires. I want it to sit a little bit closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten that up, because to me that doesn't look straight, so I'm going to bend it until I think it's straight. Again, being careful not to spoil the shape of the wires around the stone. And then I'm going to bring it forward and using the round nose, I'm going to take the wire over to the back. So I'm just bending it straight over the round nose. So I've got that loop shape at the top there. And then I'll cut that off. Bring it in so it meets. Make sure it's nice and straight. And that will dangle from my earrings in a moment when I've made them. Makes your fingers feel really big to try and show you this. Lost it. So grab your other wire and your other stone, and I'm always going to keep fiddling with things because I'm too fussy. Get your other wire and your other stone and we'll make another one exactly the same. Then we'll do the earrings to dangle them from. So there are my two. If you don't want to add a dangle, or if you just wanted to dangle a bead, it's entirely up to you. The earrings are much easier to make than these little dangles. So take one of your beads and your longer piece of wire, and we're going to thread it on there. We kind of thread it halfway. Where the wire comes out the bottom, bend the wire the one way. And then we're going to scoop it around. If you want to do it by hand, you can. Or you can use your round nose pliers if you want to. Then you can match up your loops better. I think I did it with my round nose pliers on the short, but I'll try it with my hand for now. So you just want a nice little loop on the bottom there. And then when you reach this part here, you're going to take this wire around that wire. And you want to come around really tight. So holding the loop in your fingers, so you've come all the way around and your wire's back at the front there. Slide your bead down and bring your wire up, because this is where your wire comes over the front of the stone there. We want to scoop it into a nice arc. So you want the wire to come around and sit across the front of the stone. I'm going to squeeze it there a little bit just to bring it around as Gracie's snoring as usual. So when you're happy with that shape, we then hold this front wire against the stone or bead and take it around this top wire. And again, we're going to come around really quite tight. And I just decided with these earrings to just do them both the same to keep it nice and simple. I normally mirror image everything. You can do that if you want to. I'm just going to do these the same. And originally I did them with lots of curls, but then I just decided we won't have any curls on this one. Purely because I've got quite long hair, quite fluffy hair, and if you do put little curls in earrings, as pretty as they are, they keep snagging in your hair and drive you crazy. So this time we're going to cut it off. We're not going to have any curls or snaggy bits on these. So then we take the top wire, we're going to bend it over at the base to the right, and then I'm going to scoop it over a nice tidy little loop. I'm going to bend it at the base over that way a little bit because it's come back. Springy wire. And I'm going to twist it so it's quite flat. And then I'm going to bend it to match this curve in the wire. So we're going to scoop around against that wire so we're matching the shape all the way down to the bottom. And then again, holding it against the stone nice and tight, we go around the bottom really quite tight, so we're holding it in place there. And I'm even going to squeeze it around there so it's really held in. And then I'm going to cut this wire. And with round nose, I'm going to wrap that wire. Again, I'm holding the front against the bead. I keep saying stone. It's because mine's glass. I'm using a lampwork bead today. Pop it around that wire. Squeeze it in place and we're nearly done. So we just need to squeeze that around and cut the extra little bit off. So that's as simple as it is. So now grab your other bead and your other wire and do exactly this. So we'll have 2 of these and 2 of the dangles. So this is my weaving tutorial for beginners. It's instant download. And I've done many weaves in this one, from beginner right through to advanced weaves. There's a few bales in there too. So we've got 2, 3, 4 and 5 wire weaves that you can add to anything you want to, any project that you're working on. It's a 69-page PDF. That's an instant download with loads of pictures for you to follow along. So check out my Etsy shop to see all of my written tutorials. So I've done another one of those. So now we've got 2 earrings, 2 danglies, whoops, and 2 ear wires. So making sure we got them on the right way. And the ear wire too. Just going to open that up a tiny bit. Make sure that's all on the right way. How cute are those? So I hope you found this video easy to follow. Please subscribe for more and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Bye. So thanks for watching another one of my videos. Please subscribe and hit the notification icon if you want to be notified of new videos that I do. Please like and comment on this video and let me know what you thought. If you want to see my written tutorials, they're over on Etsy. You'll find the link below. There might even be a link on the screen. And I will see you all in the next video. This is Gracie, if you didn't know. See you in the next one. Bye.